Tere, minun nimi on Howie Fitzmaurice and welcome to the Estonian Cricket Weekly. The Estonian men's national team spent the last week in Finland competing in their first ever World Cup qualifiers. They played 4 matches. Unfortunately, they were unable to pick up their first T20I win. It was fantastic for the players to be exposed to a much higher level of cricket, and the team learnt and has definitely grown from the experience. We lost to Norway in a tough first match. Ali Masood was a standout for us, scoring 44 runs at the top of the order. Unfortunately, a few cheap wickets and we fell away from there and only posted 101 from 18.4 overs. Norway, who ended up playing in the final, made short work of chasing down the runs, winning by 10 wickets with 10 overs to spare. Game 2, we took on the Swiss, fresh off their opening match victory over France. We played well in patches, but allowed them too many runs in the last 5 overs. Standouts for Estonia were Stu Hook and Ali Masood, who both finished unbeaten on 69, which is the highest score for an Estonian in a T20I match, and they also combined for a record 140-run partnership. This is also the 3rd highest 4th wicket partnership in T20I history. Game 3 saw 2 teams without a win come together as we took on the Czech Republic. A much improved bowling display saw us restrict the Czechs to 135 for the loss of 9 wickets, but unfortunately we could not back it up with the bat, failing to chase down the total and finishing on 93 for 9 off 20 overs. Habib Khan was the standout for Estonia with 4 for 16 from 4 overs. Our final game saw us take on the strong French side in a rain-affected match. France put on an imposing 183 from 20 overs, but we couldn't quite chase it down after a rain delay which saw us needing 150 from 14 overs. We finished on 124 for 8, and a big congratulations to Habib Khan taking Estonia's first ever T20I hat-trick in a mesmerising 19th over that saw us take 5 wickets including 2 run-outs. Habib finished with 3 for 31 from 4 overs and 37 off 23 with the bat. Congratulations to Austria, who won the final playoff and joins Denmark and Italy as the winners of the 3 sub-regional qualifying tournaments. It was an absolute pleasure to have Brett Lee join us in Finland to support the team and at the qualifiers, and he also made his way to Tallinn to meet some of our cricketers and to pass on some tips to our developing players.
Hi guys, Stuart in the ECA here. We have a special event today where Brett Lee joins us at the Estonian National Cricket Ground. First of all, thank you, Brett, for coming over.
Stu, good to see you, mate.
Thank you. You flew into Finland a couple of days ago to see the Estonian National Cricket team play at Kerava, played against Switzerland. A couple other teams rocked up. What have you made about the European cricket and the setup so far that you've seen in your short stay here?
Yeah, well, thanks firstly. Great to finally be in Estonia. It's been a couple of years in the making.
Yeah.
But yeah, when we caught up with you guys over in Finland, it was firstly great to meet the team. Heard a lot about the side and about the transitions and they keep making crossing the boundary every single time. They're going along leaps and bounds, and the thing I sort of noticed first and foremost was the intensity. You know, the commitment to the team, the way that they want to improve and keep getting better. Unfortunately, the game I watched, you guys just missed out at the end, fell about 30 runs short. But what I can say is that the quality and the level of players is outstanding. It's really good. I didn't really know what to expect, to be honest, and to come here and to see the level of players, as I keep mentioning, the commitment, the intensity that the guys show is only going to improve the way that you guys go forward and keep increasing your cricket status.
Yeah, cool.
I think it's very good. I think they've got some seriously good talent. And the thing is, it's just about combining their energy, their excitement and their talent and putting it into a game match awareness. And that's the toughest thing, I think, with, when you're playing at this level, the excitement there, and it's just combining everything and making sure that they're all putting all their efforts into that first ball, because it's such an important, you got to start the game well. But yeah, it's great to be a part of it. We've got some excitement. Little Romeo here, look at him, he loves it. He's like a cat in a hot tin roof. There he goes.
Since then, have you watched any of the matches on ICC TV at all? Have you been able to tune in or haven't had much time to do that?
Yeah, well, obviously when we were here yesterday, we had it on the background. We were watching you guys. I thought you bowled particularly well yesterday, missed out with the bat, but yeah, it's just making sure that I guess, with the Estonian Cricket nation and the team, I guess it's just keep learning. It's a learning curve. Everyone makes mistakes when they're playing sport, but when you're trying to get to that next level and keep kicking goals and keep achieving things, you learn from the mistakes that you make. And from what I've seen so far, the players are definitely doing that.
Yeah. So coming back from our tour in Finland, the Estonian team at the moment, doesn't look like we're going to make the finals. How would you suggest the team sort of rebuilds and analyses after a tour that's not as successful as you wish, and moving forward to make sure everyone's on the right page moving forward?
It's a tough question, because in a perfect world, you want to win every single match. You want to make the finals. You want to go to next stage, and eventually one day, hopefully, you get to play under the lights and against the Aussie sides and India and Team Pakistan and on that bigger stage. But at the moment, when things aren't quite happening and you're not winning those other rounds, my advice would be just to keep enjoying it, but to learn from those little errors that they make. And I see it so many times when you're playing at this level, it's the little 1%ers. It's those little things, the catching, that could sometimes let a team down. Bowling 16 good overs and then missing out the last 4, or even missing out the last 2. So my advice would be keep going, keep wanting to achieve more. Just because you haven't made the finals or you won't go through the next stage doesn't mean that you haven't been successful. I think it's been a really successful tour over in Finland, and I reckon the guys will get a lot out of playing against guys like from Switzerland and France tomorrow. So it's that learning curve, and keep wanting to improve yourself.
Yeah. Very good points, obviously. So today's Friday. We've come out to the National Cricket Ground here in Tallinn. A lot of activity for a work day. I'm hoping these guys are all on annual leave. But what are your initial thoughts about what you see in Tallinn and cricket-wise at this stage?
Well, firstly, what a terrific venue. I mean, if you want acreage and you want something nice and flat out in the open with a good wicket, this is it. So I'm super excited about how this is going to progress over the next couple of years, but in particular today. Once again, I look around, there's a buzz. The guys and there's girls here playing cricket, they're sort of running into bowl. That's exciting, because I wouldn't have thought literally 2 or 3 years ago that Estonia, firstly, I never would have thought I would have got to Estonia, but secondly, the chance to come here and watch cricket. So I'm super excited. The fact that we're over so far from Australia and they're playing a game that we all love. So you've got to start somewhere. The transition, I think, over the last 3 years from what I've seen and what I've read and the highlights is that Estonian Cricket nation and the cricket team's going up, which is the right path to be on.
Yeah, very good, thank you. And first time to Tallinn, Estonia. What are your initial thoughts? I know you've only been here for about 24 hours. Any initial thoughts on the town itself?
Lovely people, very, very friendly. As I mentioned, I spend most of my time over in India or Sri Lanka, the subcontinent. So to get over here with a cricketing head on, I guess, is outstanding. But yeah, the people are beautiful, beautiful country, lovely people. The weather hasn't really come out for us yet. Yeah. But you told me tomorrow.
Tomorrow's the day.
Tomorrow's sunny. They're promising me sun tomorrow, so hopefully we see some sun tomorrow. But yeah, beautiful people. I've had a wonderful trip and looking forward to getting amongst and doing some coaching today with the kids and the bigger kids.
And the bigger kids, yeah, for sure. As they say in this part of the world, if you don't like the weather at the moment, just wait 10 minutes. So in 10 minutes, we'll check back with Brett Lee.
I think you're going to say if you don't like the weather, go home.
No, just wait 10 minutes, this will change.
10 minutes, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you very much for your time. And let's have a good little session here, and many thanks to yourself and Mark and the people who helped make this happen. So great to see you. Welcome.
And can I finish by saying that he had a very good knock the other day, 69 off about, 58 balls or something, so yeah, I need you to do 100 next week.
100, done deal. 100 or this video can't go out.
100 against France.
100 against France, all right.
Otherwise you have to edit it.
It was like a bit straight and it was like super
it's hard,
new, because usually you throw like this and now it's like this. But how you like aim, like with whole body or like?
Look, I think the most important thing when you're bowling is if you imagine a line there and a line here, right? So there, and you follow down, got to all stay. Yeah. So you actually want to go from being up there, right?
Yeah.
Come down. And then follow through there. So you're going from there to there. It's funny, like they always say you try to punch yourself in the nose. Don't do it, but do that. So rather than doing a long slow lever, the longer this arm takes, the longer this arm takes.
Oh,
So
okay.
you snap that up and snap that down. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So
So
up,
like on almost
down,
like
bang.
So you raise this head almost on the last step, like pre-last
Yeah,
one.
boom, boom. There you go. Putting the ball in.
Last 2
Right.
weeks.
But yeah, I'm not used to bowling with a new ball a lot, so it's very
Show me your grip. Yeah, perfect.
Anne-Marie.
Just make this yeah. So if it's too, yeah,
All
yeah.
right,
So that's
all
the
right.
rudder on the boat.
Last one. Okay.
That's what
Let's
controls.
See. Let's see if you get this one.
All right. Boom.
Curious.
But if the ball goes from bounce high, is a four or no?
So
No straight, full, like not straight body, but from bounce body.
Never
Is it
get-
four or no?
Never get worried about bowling a bounce.
yeah.
Okay.
Shot.
Run 3. You're running with Marco.
Oh.
Okay, that's it for today. Thank you very much, Brett and Mark, for coming out. So hour and a half with us, guys. What are your final thoughts as you head
Blown
back to
away,
town?
absolutely blown away with the talent. Very excited and very optimistic about the future of Estonian Cricket Association. Purely what I've seen today, I did not expect to see that. Just the raw talent. You know, the athletes over here, the locals. They're athletes. They've got some big, strong, strapping lads. The girls have got really good coordination. You need that to play cricket. So can't wait to come back in a year's time and see how much they've progressed. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Oh, excellent. Very much. Thank you again. And there we go, guys. Work on it for the next year. Take training seriously. Come back. And Brett's going to give you a review in about a year's time. So thank you again, Brett. Enjoy your time
I
here.
reckon they'll be revving Australia in a few years.
That's the goal, boys. Top
Good luck.
20.
Go well.
See you lads.
Well, domestic cricket is back this week with a full weekend of T20 and 40 over matches, which means it's time for the Sportsbet.io previews. Well, game one, Tartu Wolves versus Tartu Cricket Club. I've gone for Tartu Cricket Club. The man to look out for them is Romeo Tanner, coming off a very noisy World Cup qualifiers. And for the Wolves, look out for Ali Raza, who injured himself but should be back for that game.
Tartu Wolf versus Tartu KK. I'm going with Tartu KK because of one man, Romeo.
Game two, Stallions versus the Strikers. I'm picking Strikers, and of course Habib Khan. He's going to be mesmerising again, I do believe. For the Stallions, look out for Saif Rahman.
Stallions versus Strikers. I think Stallions has a bit of an edge over Strikers.
The Hippos versus the Rising Stars. I'm picking the Hippos, and I believe Ben Jones, after his couple of week break and after seeing the family, he'll be ready to fire. For the Rising Stars, look out for Shebin.
Hippos versus the Rising Stars. I will go with Hippos because I have seen Robo roaming around without a band in his hand. So yeah, watch out for him.
Riders v the Vikings. I'm picking the Vikings, and well, for the Riders, look out for Ronnie Zaman, who I believe just got his licence, and for the Vikings, Shaki, who actually got out the man of the tournament, Gustav, at the World Cup qualifiers.
Riders versus Vikings. I will go with Riders. I think Rana is hitting the ball nicely, and I think he will take his team over.
In our high 40-40 over games, United v the Hippos, I'm picking United. Look out for Anurag after a couple of weeks off. And for the Hippos, look out for Kayla Vispalou, who had a mesmerising couple of games at the World Cup qualifiers.
United versus Hippos. I think it's a wrong question to ask me, but I think United, of course.
Game 2 is Tartu Cricket Club up against the Tigers. For that, I'm picking the Tigers. For Tartu, look out for Aditya Savio if he plays. And for the Tigers, look out for Moni.
Tartu KK versus Tigers. I will go with Tigers here. I think they look a bit stronger team this time.
And next week, we have the Baltic Cup, where we take on Latvia and Lithuania, so definitely come and join us then. A big thank you to our sponsors, Sportsbet.io, Hi.com, Bluff VPN, Nordcom Batoon and HML Project Management for their continued support of Estonian cricket.